Welcome back with another video. In this video I'm just showing you the different methods of making a Gib strip. So basically last year or a year before that I made this Gib strip and I used a circular saw to cut this piece out of the mild steel flat bar. And the problem with my method was, first, the fixture was 3D printed, and then as it heats up, basically the part slightly moves. And also the circular saw itself, it has low play into it, and to bring it to the right size I did a lot of filing and I used a lot of sandpaper literally to make it kind of looks straight or flat. It's not ideal method, but if you don't have a milling machine to get it done, that's a way to do it. I came to make few piece with a brass and I tried to experiment different methods. So this one, simply I put it in a square block and I hold one end into the vise and the other end was held by a clamp on the bed. And simply I use dovetail cutter to do the sides. So by simply rotating and do one side at a time, it turned up okay, but it's not very uniform, and one end it turns up be bigger than the other end, and simply because of the deflection into the shaft itself, and probably when I clocked the part in, maybe it slides slightly from its place. So but in general I experienced a lot of chattering and there was a deflection in center, and if it's a very thin Gib strip you're gonna make, it's not ideal way, but it's doable again. And I came to use or tilting angle wise, whatever it is. So I'll place it, if it's you're doing a big again Gib strip, you can place it on the vise and simply milling the top, put the parallel underneath and just twist it around and do it. But there is a problem to the materials. If you're doing any sort of rolled material, cold rolled materials, the shaft or the bar has a lot of stress into it, and as you break the skin or you trim it down or removing the surface, it's kind of bends a lot. So when you're doing the machining one end and then you put it the other end in, the part become kind of like a banana. It kind of twists. I'm exaggerating, but it twists slightly, and if you put it on the surface plate you're gonna see it usually, it depends where the stress is coming from, and they kind of stretch toward the wherever the stress, there is more stress. So the best way of making a Gib strip is that, again, I used a tilting vise for this other tree one, and simply by the end mill I milled the face and then simply use the arbor saw to drop it further down and simply finish it off. The advantage of doing this method is, while the flat bar is in the vise, tilting vise, simply you do the face without moving anything, you're just dropping the arbor saw a little bit further down, depends to the size you like to do it, and then you simply taking it down and you cutting the piece off, and they turn nicely, and they are more precise strip that made by the arbor saw. They are very nice and tight, that you can see I'm squeezing at the end. Just need to a little bit play with it to get it in. But from the side, if I bring it, you can see, I mean, I kind of like put little fillet around the edges. It doesn't look from the side in, but you can see it's very nice fit in there. So, and the other one I made for this one is way better than this. That's it. That's how I made this Gib Strip, and I experienced 3 ways of doing it. If you know any other way of making Gib Strip, feel free to leave a comment and share your experience. Thanks for watching, and see you later.